Alright, Casey. Captain Casey's words of wisdom, ladies and gentlemen.
Alright, folks. So as you can tell, I work line service. Casey's words of wisdom for today. Always be nice to line service. They're the people that take care of your planes, watch over your planes, move them, fuel them, everything. So if you're a jerk to them, they're going to be a jerk to your plane. So be nice, and we'll be nice to your plane. It's that simple. Always say thank you, too, because some people think that we're just there because we have to do it. I mean, I'm getting paid for it, but be nice, say thank you. It's that simple.
Yeah, tips are always welcome, right?
Tips are always welcome.
There you have it. Casey Peterson, words of wisdom. And they can find you on
Instagram at PilotPeterson25. That's Peterson with a D.
There you have it. Go over there to his Instagram, give it a like, go heart all those pictures, leave an awesome comment for our #1 line guy at Griffith Aviation, Captain Casey Peterson. There's his words of wisdom.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're up here at flight level 200, about 7:11 this morning. Going to be starting our descent into the Grand Marais Airport. Got our great FO Link on board here. Picked him up at about 4:30 this morning. We were wheels up by 5 o'clock. Currently, we just started out over Lake Superior. You can see it on the map here. And controller already cleared us direct to Wi-Fi for the RNAV runway 28 into Grand Marais. We have to cross Wi-Fi at or above 5,000 and we are cleared for the approach. So currently we're going to go ahead and start our descent down into Grand Marais.
November 7 Golf Juliet, if I lose you, you can contact Minneapolis in our 134.55, or you can try to cancel on this frequency as well if unable through flight service, but I'll have you over to advisory shortly.
Roger that. If we lose you, we'll try you on 13455 King Air 57 Golf Juliet.
Flight 1690, cleared for visual approach runway 1 Sawyer.
Beautiful morning to fly. It's a little bit dark coming out of 05 Charlie Griffith Maryville this morning. So I didn't have the cameras rolling for the takeoff.
Have a great day.
Bye.
Niner 8578, descendant pilot's discretion.
It's pretty dark, you wouldn't be able to see very much. But the lights of the city can be pretty cool. I've never been to the Grand Marais Airport, so it looked like a pretty neat little place up here. So we're going to go check it out, see what it's like. Beautiful countryside up here, and a very, very northern tip of Minnesota. Alright, let's go ahead and run the descent checklist, please.
Okay.
You said you could or you could not?
For the authorization,
It is set.
Flight 1690, radar service terminated, contact tower
3018, set left.
step inside.
That's when you say
Flight
3018, set right.
1156,
3018, set.
1290 at 3, skies clear, altimeter 3021.
Step inside.
On.
Window shield, anti-ice.
It is off.
Power.
Set.
Go.
Thank you very much, Link. You see Canada right up there to the right, and then this is the northern tip of Minnesota.
Good morning, climb maintain level 230.
There's actually a sea base here as well. Alright, so if I ask for approach flaps, at what speed can you give me approach flaps?
The flaps, triangle. Okay.
Which is what speed?
Flight 524 Minneapolis,
Is
good morning.
174.
Right there, altimeter
Yep,
3024.
174. Yeah. When can you give me gear if I ask for gear down?
On the gear down was a speed.
Yes.
140.
Nope. 156.
156.
And then if I ask for full flaps, that's 140.
Okay. Full flaps, 140.
Recommended approach speed is what?
1544, descendant that pilot
Approach
discretion
speed.
maintain 3000.
Recommended approach speed.
It's 100, 110.
1544,
No.
descendant pilot discretion maintain
That's
3000.
blue line.
Pioneer 8578,
96.
descendant pilot discretion maintain
96 is the
3100.
recommended approach speed.
Okay, 96.
What's our maximum landing weight?
Maximum landing weight.
Pioneer 8578, cleared for a visual approach runway 1 Airport. Sure, thank you.
9,700, right? And then maximum takeoff,
9,700.
and a maximum takeoff is what?
Maximum takeoff.
10,100?
10,100. Okay.
Alright, you need to have those memorized.
Okay.
Because you need to know how, what's your limitation for takeoff, you need to know your limitation for landing, you need to know your limitation for flaps, you need to know your limitations for gear. So those are all important numbers. If you're going to be sitting over here, I can't sign you off and say, oh, you're PIC. The PIC has to know this, right? The FO needs to know it so he can help the PIC, right? So that we don't make a mistake.
Okay.
Alright?
Okay.
So next time we fly together, Link, I want you to be able to boom, boom, boom. All
Okay.
right?
I will do later.
Good. And tell all the other students, if they're going to fly the King Air, they need to memorize the limitations.
Okay. I will tell them.
Right. Very important. You
Okay.
need to know your airplane, know the limitations of your aircraft.
Gotcha.
Any airplane you fly in the airline or any commercial operation, they're going to want you to know that kind of basic
Yes.
information. We already briefed the approach, but I'll review it. We're
Pioneer
shooting the
767, Minneapolis.
RNAV runway 28
altimeter 3021.
into Grand Marais. Approach course is 276. Runway length is 5,200 feet. Touchdown is 1797. Approach elevation
November 7
is...
Golf Juliet, you can cancel with us if unable through flight service. Change to advisory is approved.
Change advisory is approved. King Air 57 Golf Juliet. We'll try to cancel you once we get the airport in sight.
And November 7 Golf Juliet, roger. Just verify you will be going straight in at Wifey.
Affirmative. No procedure turn straight in from Wifey for the RNAV runway 28. King Air 57 Golf Juliet.
Convoy 3535 Minneapolis Center, good morning. Climb maintain level
Alright.
230.
Approach elevations 1803.
Convoy 3535 radar
Talking to
contact 1 mile
Minneapolis
north of
Center.
Airport, leaving
Unicom is
4000, cleared
22.8
direct.
into there.
Foghorn, Foxtrot Golf,
We've
Hotel
got
Romeo,
the
November.
ceilings and visibility. If we have to go mist, for whatever reason, be it weather, unstabilized approach, or other aircraft issues, we will climb to 7,000, direct to Kumam, and then at Kumam,
Flight 1088 has a
at
cancellation.
or above
Have a good day.
4,000 and hold, continuing the climb to 7,000. Any questions about that?
Nope.
Didn't see any notice that should be a problem for us as far as threats. There's training going on, and then also unfamiliar airport. First time coming in here. See if I can get this airport.
Sorry,
in
flight
sight.
runner 1050, you were
Oh, there's
stuck
Lake
on. You can
the
cancel
shoreline
with
of
me,
Lake
change to advisory
Superior.
is approved.
In northern Minnesota.
Minnesota.
Lake Superior
Yes,
is
yes,
my
yes, yes.
favorite of all of the Great Lakes. It's the deepest, it's the cleanest, and it's the coldest. I think there's only one
Sorry,
other
jump offline, I missed
lake,
the last call.
a freshwater lake in the world that is actually deeper than Lake Superior. It's a smaller lake in Russia.
1544, click for a visual approach
I
runway
forget the name
35,
of it.
Central Wisconsin Airport. Radar service terminating, contact tower 119.
Probably because it's some Russian name, and I'm not good with Russian names.
Have a nice day. Remember 424 Alpha Golf, change to my frequency.
Okay, I do have the runway in
124.4.
sight, or the airport in sight. If you're comfortable, I can go ahead and cancel IFR at this time so that we don't lose them out here in this rural area.
November 4 Alpha Golf, thank you. Central Wisconsin altimeter 3023. Flex at 524, descendant pilot's discretion, maintain 6,000.
Minneapolis, King Air 57 Golf Juliet has the airport in sight. We can go ahead and cancel IFR at this time.
November 567 Golf Juliet has cancellation. Have a nice day.
I will talk to you on the way out, King Air 57 Golf Juliet. Good day. Look at these beautiful islands stretching up here. This is just gorgeous countryside. Unbelievably beautiful.
Yeah.
Here, I'll put this up here.
Okay.
There we go. Wow, just incredible. Grand Marais is not a very big city. Pretty small town. But it looked like a pretty neat airport when I was looking on ForeFlight. I googled Grand Marais just to see what the top things to do are in Grand Marais. Every single one of them was about nature, either a cool waterfall or a great preserve to go to, national forests. So you know that the natural beauty is definitely its top characteristic. So that lake right over there to the side, I assume, is what they use for the seaplane base. They call it Devil's Track Lake. Wonder where it got that name. So anybody who lives in the Grand Marais area, give us a little bit of history of why that long finger looking lake is called the Devil's Track. Interesting. Alright, turning our left heading 278. Go ahead and do approach flaps.
Okay. Approach flaps.
And we can go down to 3400 now. Let them know that we're Wi-Fi inbound RNAV runway 28 into Grand Marais. Grand Marais traffic, King Air 567 Golf Juliet. Wi-Fi inbound RNAV runway 28 Grand Marais. Are you nervous on the radio? You didn't want to do it?
If you want to, you can do that. Okay.
I'd rather you do it. I think it's a good experience for you.
Okay.
You're done?
Okay. But
So this next fix is going to be Tumdi. Just let them know. Grand Marais traffic.
okay.
King Air 57 Golf Juliet. Tumdi inbound RNAV runway 28. Can you do that?
Yeah. Okay.
Alright. Go ahead and run the before landing checklist.
Before landing checklist. Cabin sign.
Set.
Propeller backward face.
It is off.
Auto further switch.
Armed.
Flaps.
Clear approach for now.
Landing gear.
Down. 3 green indicating.
Landing and taxi lights.
On.
Pressurization.
Set.
Propeller levels.
They'll be forward on touchdown.
Power levels.
Set. Thank you, Link.
You're welcome.
Alright, you can let them know that we're Tumdi inbound for the RNAV 28 into Grand Marais.
Okay. Grand Marais traffic. King Air 567 Golf Juliet. Tumdi inbound for RNAV runway 28. Grand Marais.
Awesome. Now we'll go ahead and I'll just set the missed approach altitude in down here so we know in case we have to go missed. Then I'll start bringing it back. We're inside of the final approach fix here, so let's go ahead and do full flaps.
Full flaps. Okay, set.
Roger, thank you.
Grand Marais traffic, King Air 567 Golf Juliet. 3 miles final for RNAV runway 28. Grand Marais.
Proceed to the northeast inbound for landing. 500.
Stabilize, and we are cleared to land. The individual just took off of 28, looking good that way. Speed's looking good.
Okay. Yes.
And short final, 3 green is confirmed.
Yeah.
Coming in on our recommended approach speed of 96.
Okay, set.
Props come forward and reverse. Start bringing in a little bit of brakes. This is a fun enough airport where we should probably go in and say hi to the folks and use the restroom. Go ahead and do the after landing checklist, please.
Okay. Landing and the taxi lights
Are set.
ice protection
It is off.
electrical load
Checked.
beam
It is set for takeoff.
maps.
They are up.
Oh, okay. Hey,
Thank you very much, Link.
you're welcome.
This is a really neat airport here.
Yeah.
Nice runway, nice facility. Beautiful view coming in. Cannot beat that. It's gorgeous.
Grand Marais traffic, station 17 Charlie Juliet, 10 miles to the southeast inbound landing, Grand Marais.
The stationaire inbound.
Morning.
Hey, good morning. You headed south?
Heading down the shore.
Roger that.
Well, here we are, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you've enjoyed that landing into the beautiful Grand Marais Airport.
You familiar with that prop shop?
I know where they are. I'm familiar with the airport, yep.
Gotcha.
Alright, let's go ahead and run the shutdown checklist.
Okay. Parking brakes.
Set.
Invert.
They'll be coming off.
Avionics.
Off.
That is how fun is done, ladies and gentlemen. We landed here at the beautiful Grand Marais Airport. We're going to go inside to use the restroom and then get ready for a flight back.